Hi everybody, welcome to another edition of Big Meals from a Small Kitchen. Now before we get started, I'd like to offer an apology to the viewers out there who have been watching me on my YouTube channel. I have not been putting out very many videos lately. I don't really know why. I've been kind of suffering, I guess you might call it ennui or malaise. Just a kind of boredom. I don't really want to get off my butt and do these videos, and I haven't really felt motivated, and you know, but I felt motivated today. So, I'm going to make this nice little treat for lunch called kimchi stew, and this is a Korean dish made from Korean fermented cabbage in chili spices. And of course this is hot, it's spicy. You water it down when you cook it to get rid of some of the heat so that it's more enjoyable and easier to eat. I love kimchi. I fell in love with it when I started shopping at the Asian market in Kingsport, Tennessee. If you're ever in town in Kingsport, highly recommend that you stop by there. They're on Fort Henry Drive. You can't miss them. They make their kimchi homemade. You can buy imported stuff in a jar, but this is homemade kimchi that they make themselves. I don't know if they make it in clay jars or if they take the clay jars and bury them, or exactly how they make it, but I do know that they make it homemade because they sell it in little plastic bowls with a lid on it that you buy in the refrigerated section. And they did tell me it is homemade. And a little note about kimchi. There are several different types available. This kimchi that I have has dried shrimp in it, so I don't recommend that for vegetarians. You want to get a kimchi that doesn't have any kind of meat product in it. So whenever you go to your local Asian market or wherever and you want to buy kimchi, be sure to ask the store people if the kimchi has any kind of meat byproduct in it. Kimchi stew is very versatile. You can add anything to it. Mine is going to start off with a chicken broth, and then I'll add my ingredients into it. And I like to add all kinds of stuff to it, give it a lot of volume. I even add tofu. I like tofu. It's okay. I wouldn't make a normal habit out of eating it all the time, but I do occasionally like to use it. I like how it absorbs other flavors. I don't use it a lot, but I do use it in this kimchi stew. So let's go inside and get our ingredients together and have a wonderful little Korean lunch. So I have my ingredients together, and here are 2 cups of chicken broth simmering, actually kind of boiling a little bit, so I'll have to turn it down. It's fogging up the camera. And over here we have our homemade kimchi from the Asian market. Very spicy, very yummy. Any other things I'm going to throw in? Some summer sausage, tofu, which just absorbs all the different flavors. So I'm going to throw in some shrimp and some shiitake mushrooms. Okay, I just took a little break, chopped up some baby bok choy, because I had a lot of baby bok choy in the refrigerator. It was going to waste, so I need to get rid of that. So then let's get the kimchi poured into the chicken broth, and you can do this with any kind of broth you want. You can use chicken broth, you can use water. You know, if you're a vegetarian, a lot of vegetarians use vegetable stock or water. So, you know, your choice, of course. Just remember to use it because the kimchi is so spicy that if you don't water it down a little bit, you're not going to be able to enjoy the stew. crushing up my tofu. Give it texture.
Ready?
Got my camera, girl. I'm going to add in the shiitake mushrooms and the bok choy and shrimp and sausage. It's filling up the pot pretty nicely here. Maybe I should have used a bigger pot. Tofu. Stir this in. Look at that, isn't that nice and pretty? Then I'm going to add a little extra water. Stir that in. And then cover it and simmer it for about 20 or 30 minutes. And we'll come back to it when it's finished. It's been about 30 minutes. And now the kimchi stew is ready and done. It's nice and colorful. Smells wonderful. Tasty. Great any time of the year. This is pretty good in cold weather too. First time I made it was when we had our big snowstorm in February. And we were surrounded by 3 feet of snow and I made it. And it was really good. Now I'm going to add a finishing touch to this. A lot of people don't have this. This is only for the brave. But to pour a raw egg yolk on top of your kimchi stew and let the kimchi heat up the egg yolk. This is a high risk thing. You only want to do this if you have a healthy immune system. You'll mix it in and it'll add a richness to the stew and an added flavor to it. So it's a very simple meal and delicious. So anyway, enjoy and thanks for tuning in. And stick with me. At some point, I will put out some more videos, I promise. Take care.